Hello once again, everyone. It's Veronica Torres. I'm continuing to read from our book, The Choice for Consciousness, Volume 1. And today I have the tool Clarity versus Certainty. Oof, this one is helpful. So, let's go. You are programmed in the fear-based operating system to look for certainty. Certainty says, I'm not going to risk any change unless I know ahead of time how it's going to work out. Certainty is a fallacy. It's actually impossible to be certain of anything, but the habit of seeking it runs very deep. Clarity is the opportunity to experience insight. Clarity is only accessible in the moment. It does not come from the thinking mind, but is inspiration received by connecting to your soul's perspective. Clarity is, oh yeah, that's a good idea, without having any connection to the outcome of using that idea. Certainty is, I will not act unless I know how it's going to turn out. I'm not going to leave this marriage. I'm not going to leave this job. I'm not going to move from this apartment unless I know where the next man is going to come from, where the next job is going to be, and where the next house is going to be. I won't leave until I know. I won't change until I know. I can't make a difference in my life until I know how it's going to be. That's certainty. Clarity is, this relationship doesn't work for me. See how it's so much calmer? This relationship doesn't work for me. I don't have to know what the next relationship is going to be in order to act on the fact that this one doesn't work anymore. That's clarity. And the beauty of clarity is, clarity leads to clarity. Certainty stops. Certainty is contracting. Clarity is expanding. Clarity says, here is insight. Certainty says, until I know, I'm not gonna go. It's so much more fun to live from clarity because it always opens. Certainty just closes doors. When you follow clarity, it opens up more opportunities. When you wait for certainty, you can wait a really long time. Miserable time. In fact, you'll wait forever. At times, the cry for certainty can be very loud. However, it is quite fascinating to see how often you are willing to operate in clarity without realizing it. Let's say you want to go for a walk in the park. You don't know who you're going to run into, but that doesn't forestall you from going for a walk. You don't know if you're going to be warm or cold. You don't know if you're going to have the right clothes to deal with the weather. It could start raining and you don't have a raincoat. That level of uncertainty you're okay with. Wear layers. It'll work out. Bring an umbrella. Don't bring an umbrella. Who cares? Yeah, you might run into somebody. You might not. You can do all that and not have to contend for certainty's cry for attention. However, when you get into relationship realms, I don't know how she feels about me. I don't know how he feels about me. Is he going to want to stay married to me? Is my kid going to do well in school today? All of a sudden, certainty is back in charge. Notice the temptation. Return to the moment. Ask for clarity. I don't know how many times I have used this one. And just looking at the world and going, oh, I'm looking for certainty. That's why it's not working out. I have the clarity of what this current step is, this current moment. I'm clear here, but if I try to have certainty about over there, it never works. Okay, so this is what I said about this tool when I wrote the book back in 2011. We'll see if I've changed. This one took a while to sink in for me. Okay, I guess I've changed. It has sunk in. Yay! I was confused about how to let go of certainty when clarity felt so elusive. Yeah, I remember that. That was hard. However, when I finally realized that certainty was actually elusive and clarity was real, it really was quite a transformation. That's a good point. Clarity is actionable. Clarity happens right now. Clarity is real. Uncertainty is just this weird fake thing that we long for, but we can't get. It's very, very weird. I have more comments from other folks. JR from Ontario, Canada said, my two favorite tools are I don't know anything and clarity versus certainty. These tools have helped me turn off the mind chatter and not needing to have security in all things, and choosing clarity over certainty has helped. I'm less concerned now about survival needs and requirements, but feel for sure that clarity and potentials offer me a greater sense of freedom and peace versus having to have security at all times before I act. Margie pops up in this one too. She's got some comments for us. You probably remember that if you watched the other video, she commented on one of the other tools. You'll see names consistently come up because I usually have the group that meets here in Sonoma at our live meetings. I ask them for comments on the tools since they're the ones that have been around for the longest and when the tools have gotten used. So a lot of times you'll see familiar names come up. So Margie says, how often this comes up. Certainty now has a visceral tag for me. It feels tense, as if I'm boxed tightly all around my body when trying to figure something out. I recall clarity and relax into a spacious listening posture. Clarity's point of reference is right now, open and available to anything new. Insight, seeing into the clear bead at the center, wherein lies all possibilities. This makes not knowing a curious adventure instead of scary. I no longer expect myself to figure things out with my admittedly fine mind. I do expect that my mind will find the words to express what I gain from my insights. And when I sense the authentic truth of my heart, a relaxed mind that observes my current reality has more access to intelligent and creative self-expression. Indeed. Well, that's clarity versus certainty. Really powerful tool. In our current meetings, Elohim's talking a lot about our relationship to uncertainty. And in fact, our 2013 retreat focused heavily on that. So this tool is even more crisp in me because of that focus. I'll put a link to the 2013 retreat recordings in the description of this YouTube video. Wow, did we have an amazing, powerful, life-changing time. Literally, the stories coming out of that retreat, life-changing. And I will also put a link to a survey I've created about our upcoming retreats for 2014. I'd love to get your feedback about what you think about our ideas. We'll get some new ones. All right, everybody. Until next time. Bye-bye.